Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Rodriguez here with another video for this week's activity or lesson. This week I'm posting an activity about transformation, but I call it character mashups. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to think about two type of characters that you would like to take their faces and blend them together, half of one, half of the other. Um, it could be two of your favorite cartoons. It could be two of your favorite characters from a favorite video game, a movie that you really liked. And what you're going to do, you're going to mash them up together. If you haven't noticed already, my favorite characters are Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. So I'm going to do a very simple drawing of both of them mashed up together. So what I did originally was I drew Mickey Mouse and then I cut the paper in half because that's the half of Mickey Mouse that I'm going to be drawing. And I did the same with Donald Duck, and there are some imperfections that I have to kind of look at. And I'm going to mash both of these together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work pretty quickly, and I'm going to be using this really cool tool. This is a charcoal stick. It's a really soft tool, but you can use anything that you have at home. You can use a pencil, a pen, a marker. You decide. You can make it very detailed, or you can make it pretty simple as I'm going to be doing. So here we go. So I'm hoping that you can see my screen okay. And the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to draw Mickey Mouse, but I'm going to break it up into simple shapes. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with what I call a letter C. It's not a complete C, but it is the beginning of a C. And that is the easiest way to draw, really, because you've been making these letters since you were really small. So why not use your knowledge of letter making or writing and use it in art? And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go further in. I'm going to make a little dot, and I'm going to make another C. But this time I'm going to bring it down. It almost looks like a backwards F, and I'm going to stop here. And I'm going to be connecting both of these. So anytime that I have a space in between lines, I will connect them. Now I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to go from here to here, and I'm going to start off narrow, and I'm going to make it just a little bit wider. And as you can see, it is taking on some kind of a character. And then up here, for the ear, I like to take my finger and sort of make an invisible line so I know how to make that specific shape. So I'm going to go here and draw it. Now, if you're not really that good at drawing shapes, you can find something that you have around the house and you can use it to guide you or help you draw something a little bit better. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to just draw Mickey's face, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to make another letter C, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line like a smile. Some people will actually draw a very, very, very light line separating the halves of the faces, and that will help you to connect things or shapes. Now I'm going to go here and I'm going to go down and stop, and then I'm going to make a upside down C. Okay, I'm going to go back up here, and again I'm drawing a shape so I can take my finger and create that shape, and then I'm going to go in an upside down C, and you can fill it in later on. It's up to you. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I forgot his nose, and I'm going to go here and just make the shape with my finger, and then I'm going to go in and draw it. Okay, now I'm going to connect this to this right over here. Just a quick soft connection. And I have a pretty good face. Now I'm going to go on to the Donald Duck. Now the Donald Duck, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to make a bigger shape with my finger until I see that invisible shape coming through. Now, whenever we draw, I want you to think of sketching things out very, very lightly. Now, what happens if you make it too big and you want to make it smaller? This is the general rule. So if you make something too big, you go on the inside and you make it a little bit smaller using a parallel line. If you make it too small, rule of thumb is you go on the outside and you make it bigger. And I see that you did not see me, so this is what I would generally do. And then I would go inside, make it smaller. If I make it too small, I would go on the outside. So that works pretty much for everything. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go right to where the nose is, and I'm going to go the opposite way. Go up and curve down. And then I'm going to continue working on this side. So I'm going to make a backwards C. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to make another backwards C connecting from here, the middle of the eye, to here. So I'm going to use dots to plot out my drawing. That should help me a little bit. And then I'm going to go on the inside and make a smaller oval, like that. And then I'm going to make a little highlight up here. And then I'm going to connect these two from here to the eye. Got it? And then this here, I'm going to connect it with Mickey's nose. So if you haven't done it, you should be able to connect. You want it to have sort of a soft transition from one face to the other. And then I'm going to come here and use this from the middle of the eye, go down, make a little dot to help me draw. And I am going to basically make the letter J. And I am going to connect it. And then a parallel line, come down, go this way. Now notice that it is lining up, but if it doesn't, you can erase it and go down a little bit further. And now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to add Donald's hat. So I'm going to plot it out. I'm going to make a little dot here and a little dot here and another one here. And basically when I connect these three dots, I want to be able to use a curve right here. So I'm going to start here, go this way, and then I can just connect it or I can just bump and stop. And now I'm going to add, looks like a C up here, and then go up, connect, and then I'm going to go down and curve, down and curve, and I'm going to make the letter V, and then connect to that and bump and stop. And there you have it. And all you can do now is just add color. You can add the actual color or make up your own as you go along. Thank you for watching.